Yep, let me. Oh shit. Are you okay? Focus. Oh, thank God. Generally, you died. Shit. Okay, that was scary. Everything's okay. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, GG Forex. And on today's video, as you may have seen from Instagram stories, if you haven't seen my Instagram stories, definitely go follow them, because this is where you get all the juicy details of what's going on, what's gone bad, what I'm doing well, what is happening right now. So I said on those stories that I was going to make a video on this, because I'll put a screenshot here somewhere. I have been consistently profitable for 2 days in a row, which is weird, because for me, I do really well one day, and then the following day I lose everything I did and a bit more. And yeah, it hasn't been going great. So I've changed tactics. I've started to use the Smartcharts strategies again, but using what I know about price action, market structure, you know, with resistance and support zones, with supply and demand zones as well, just fib levels, all these different things that they don't teach you in the Smartcharts platform itself, but you need to know it. And when you watch Greg's video, you see he uses the fibs, he uses pivot points, but in the training in Smartcharts, when I first started, you don't get any of that. So I had to learn that by myself. Obviously lost loads. Obviously I'm on a demo, so I haven't actually lost real money, just lost the demos, which is still kind of gutting, because I like, you know, progressing, like it's normal for everyone. So I'm taking all those fib levels, everything I've learned outside the Smartcharts, but combining it with the Smartchart strategies, and it seems to be going well. So I'm going to jump on my computer and show you what I'm doing, and then hopefully you guys can have the same success as what I've got, because lately it's been pretty good, and my journey isn't doing this anymore. It did this at the end. So next week could be quite interesting, so let's have a look. Alright, so we're in my computer. I hope you can see me well in the corner. I've closed some blinds so it's not blinding behind me. So this is now my new screen setup. As you can see, this is for a pip runner strategy, but let me go back to the more basics. Pip runners tend to be a bit risque. I don't know why, I just never really favoured the pip runner, but since I've been doing it my own strategy way, I've had 2 successes in a row. I've only done 2 trades, but I haven't lost any. So obviously I need to test this more. I've only been doing this new strategy since Thursday, and I've made 200 and something quid profit, which is insane, because I haven't lost any, which is nuts. So let me just go to my trades first, so I can show you guys what is going on. Let's go on my closed ones. So we are looking really from the 18th to the 19th. So ignore the 17th. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades with the Smartchart strategies, all of them winners over 2 days. So already you can see from me trading this way is 1, I'm trading a lot less, and 2, I'm way more consistent. Because if I just didn't lose all the trades, I'll be massively in profit. If I didn't win any more, but I didn't lose as much, oh my God, I'll be a millionaire. Even though it's not real money, but you know what I mean? So let me just go on my journal. So you can see why things needed to change. I mean, it's just a steady graph of absolute despair and rubbishness, right? I went off well, did nothing more, went down, came back a bit, and then just tumbled down in the valley of sucking. So this spike here from the -30 to the -25 is a positive sign. So I just got to keep this going. If I get to break even, you know, I've got to make 1,200 quid to break even. But I believe, excuse me, I'm like hiccup speaking and burping. It's a weird combo. I believe I can do this because I'm just not taking the dumb trades as I was before. I've got way more rules. I'm way more disciplined because I learned the hard way. And I'm sticking to the strategies, but with more confirmations than within Smartcharts. And that's what I'm going to explain to you right now. So, I'm going to walk you through what I would do on my normal morning. So I'll start trading at 6 AM. I think Greg's on about starting his trading journey well, live trading at 5:30, so I might start then, you know, I might as well do what he's gonna do. Let me just turn this pivot points off because I do not use them for 180 phase changes, and I'm going on the daily. So what I would do is I have simple rules. One, the top graph or the top chart is the daily. The one below that is the action chart, which is where Smartcharts gives out all the signals saying, hey, you want to go long here, you want to go short here. That is it. I'm going to get rid of the MACD because I do not use that either. I like to use indicators when I'm already in the trade to confirm the direction, if that makes sense. And I'll show you how I use the cloud. I know in the other video I said I'm not a fan of the cloud. I'm still not. I use it for confirmation, which is nice, okay? But I do like it, but I don't. I just need to practice. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I need to practice. It's all new. But let me just walk you through the steps. So first thing in the morning, I will actually go on Forex Factory and check the news. First things first, check the news. Look out for all the booby traps that are going to happen, and then just avoid them. Either don't trade that particular pair, or just don't trade that day. There's always going to be another day where you can trade. I'd rather not lose money than risk it for small gains, but have a lot of stress that day. So let me just walk you through the charts. I check the news. There's no news for some reason. Everything's golden. All right, we're good to go on any currency pair. So that's how we're going to treat this. Smartcharts is saying on AUD NZD that we want to go long. I'll go, okay, what do I need to look for? I'm going to look at the daily, because on the Smartchart strategy on the 180 phase changer, we're on a 4-hour chart. So I want to look for the higher time frame, which is the daily. If the alligator indicator, as you can see here, if you want to know how to put this on, I'll just I'll put it on for you. So let me just delete it. So you want to go to all, and it's there, okay, in that little graph. So let's put it on. So what I want to look for is I've gone blank. What I want to look for is those teeth or the mouth to be opening up. So I want the green. So as you can see here, right in the middle, I want the green to be open. I want the red to be in the middle. I want the blue to be at the bottom to confirm an upwards trend. As you can see on the daily, we have phase 1, phase 2 going an upwards trend. So that makes sense, right? So that's what I want to do. So as you can see from this bit here, it's saying upwards, but the mouth is closed. You wouldn't do that trade. I know it's a Saturday and the market is shut, so it's going to look like that because it's finished at, you know, all momentum's gone, or everyone's taken out their positions, no one's making any decisions yet. So maybe I should make another video like this midweek, maybe after work, or maybe first thing in the morning when I'm doing it. Let me know in the comment box below if you want me to do like a live trading recorded thing 6 in the morning for you guys before I go to work, and walk you through my process and what I do. So that's what I do for the 180 phase changer. I'll just go through all the strategies, all the signals, sorry, and say what is going on. What is the mouth saying? So right here, it's saying it's a short. Okay, this is the one that is looking most like making the most sense, if that makes sense. Okay, so I can see here the blue lines at the top, the green lines at the bottom. All of them are open, kind of. So Smartcharts is saying you want to go short. We have a high test down here. So you see that high test hit the 50, came back down. So that is also a confirmation. So we have got the high time frame confirming a downwards trend. We've got Smartcharts saying we should go short. We have the 50 above the 20, which is another confirmation saying it's going short. We also have the previous candlestick pattern of a high test. So that's another indication that we're going to go short. So I would be happy then to place a short trade on this currency pair, the US dollar yen. I mean, everything is lining up. You wouldn't have taken these shorts here because if you look above, the lines are crossing. So you would have left that alone and you would have lost. You can see you would have lost. You would have hit your stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. So you wouldn't have done these. These 4 trades here are dumb trades. These last 2 are potential, but if you look up here, it's crossed again, so you wouldn't do that. But this one, it would. Obviously, I did this trade before I made £57 in 22 hours. So again, when you are using a higher time frame, it does take a lot longer to hit your take profits, and you will be paying swap fees. So my swap fees on this trade was £3.38. I believe that was okay to hold my trade overnight. I know before I said I didn't like take place in feeds, but if it's a lot steadier and a lot safer to make these trades and I lose a lot less, then to me it's worth it, because I'm cancelling out the losers. I'm only focusing on the winners, basically, because I'm using the alligator indicator. We have now got 4 confirmations saying we should take this trade. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, you know, you wait a day and you've got £73. Remember what I said at the start of this channel? My ultimate goal is to make £72 profit a day. Since I've been doing this the last 2 days, I've been averaging like £114 a day. I made £178 on Thursday, which you've seen in my Instagram stories, and Friday I only did 3 trades and I made £108, which is insane because I've only been only really on the charts like half hour at a time. So spending half an hour letting the markets run, doing what it's doing, you've done your analysis, you just got to wait for it to happen. You know, you're making a couple £100 a day, which is insane. Considering that I only make £72 a day from my actual job, so will be doubling my income at 25, which is good, because at the moment no one's going to give anyone any pay rises during the pandemic. No one's really going to get many new job opportunities. So really, trading is the only way that you can make money, regardless, and if not more money, when situations like this are kicking off, because we can take full advantage. And when you understand the market structure, it makes so much more sense. So getting back into the trading now. So we would have said no to AUD NZD, the mouth was closed on the daily. We would have said no to Euro AUD, the mouth was closed on the daily. But we would have said yes to the USD JPY, because why? Let me go over it again. On the high time frame, the alligator indicator is opened up, confirming a downwards trend. We can see that with phase 1, phase 2, and it's probably go back into phase 1 again. It's underneath the 200 exponential moving average. So that's 1 confirmation, 2 confirmations. Smartcharts are saying it's a downward trend. That's 3 confirmations. We've got the 50 above the 20. That's another confirmation. And the previous bar is a high test bouncing off that 50, which is another confirmation. So we've got 5 confirmations saying it is a downward trend. I'd be happy to place this trade. I'm not going to, because I don't like placing trades over the weekends. You have no idea what is going to happen come Sunday midnight. Load of orders are going to get put in, and it's going to have a huge gap either up or down. I do not know what the banks are going to do, so I stay out of it, wait for all that chaos to happen, and then probably Monday afternoon, then I'll start trading again once all that orders have been fulfilled and the movement is done and everything's settled down. It's kind of normal again for the week. So I would have placed that trade, and I would literally just do this for all the setups. So even if it's a 180 phase changer on the daily, I'll go through my daily list like I would do with the 4-hour list, but I would still keep this a daily, because again, I want to confirm the trend. So let's just go through this really quickly. It's a no, mouth is closed. No again, mouth is closed. You can see how quickly you can do this just by having a simple rule. If the mouth is closed, you're not trading, because the direction has not been confirmed. There's no real path. As you see, you have won quite a bit. Wow, it's gone pretty good. Okay, right, let's go through the list. Just so you guys get used to what I'm doing and how I sort out my trades from the winners. Remember, I start at 6, I start work at 8 in the morning, so I'm on the charts at 6. And you can see how quickly I can get this going. So if you've got kids or whatever, you've got a busy life in the morning, you can literally just rattle through this in probably 15 minutes if you want to make a trading decision. So far we have no trades on that I would be happy to place. I mean, this could be one to look out for, so you could put it on your list. I mean, it is going that way, but again, we don't know. I mean, it could go back up again and hit the 200, then we could be looking for a downwards trend, but right now, it's unconfirmed. The mouth isn't fully formed, so I'm not going to do anything there. Euro yen, again, not a good trade. Not a good trade. Potential. This has potential, but again, we're getting mixed signals. So Smartcharts are saying we should buy, but the daily is on the alligator indicator is showing a bearish trend. So again, wouldn't trade it. They're not lining up. Cable, it's saying we should buy, but again, the mouth is more, it's closed and it's going towards a bearish trend, so we wouldn't trade it. Mouth is closed, walk away. NZD, mouth is closed, walk away. USD CAD, mouth is closed, walk away. So as you can see, you're not going to be placing loads of trades because of that. As soon as the mouth is closed or you get mixed signals, you walk away, you move on to the next one. We've gone through the whole 4 hour time frames and daily time frames, and we only found one trade out of probably 15 signals that we would have taken. So we're eliminating the unhigh probability trades. We're only sticking with high probability trades because we want to be more consistent. Again, we want to delete all our losers and just keep the winners. Even if that's 1 or 2 wins, you know, if I make 1 or 2 wins, that's 140 quid that day, and I'm not lost, you know, 70 times whatever, how many trades I would have done if I just rattled out 10 trades a day. You know, make 140 or don't risk losing 700 if you make 10 trades. You know what I mean? So you might think, oh, I'm not trading enough. You are trading enough. You just need to be more selective. And how we do this is purely by going through the charts as I'm doing. And if that mouth is closed, so now we're on a T wave, we're on a 1 hour chart. Again, still have the daily above. If the mouth is closed, we're not doing it. So it's saying we should go down, the mouth is closed, we're not doing it. Again, it's been triggered already. The mouth is going an upward trend, so I wouldn't have done this. Even if this wins, I'm not bothered because I'm sticking to my strategy, I'm sticking to my rules. You know, there are weird things in market. We don't control the markets, the banks do. There's no way of confirming anything. Again, I wouldn't really have done this trade. It's only just started. We did have a high test, that's why you're getting the signal. The 50 is above the 20. Or it could be the 20 above the 8, I'm not entirely sure on this one, but same process. So it is saying, okay, we've got a confirmation of a high test, previous bar, yeah, okay. We've got the 50 above the 20, which is confirmation. We've got Smartcharts saying it's a downwards trend, but if we look up here, the mouth is closed, it's unconfirmed. It is going in that direction, but it hasn't gone in that direction yet. I like to have a full signal, as you can see here on the left, clean downwards trend, makes a lot more sense. Work through the list, same down, again, high time frame is unconfirmed, we'll just walk away. So I like to do this on the 180 phase changes and the T waves. Maybe I like to do it on the Bollinger Bounce because it's basically the same thing, but the same rules apply. It's saying we should buy, the green line is bent down and touched the red, so if the lines are touching each other, I walk away. I want that mouth to be fully open in a clear direction. I don't want it to be, it could be this, but it most likely will be that. I want to be, no, it's 100% going down or it's 100% going up, or I'm walking away. You know, you don't need to feel pressured into making any trades. Again, it's probably because Friday, everyone's getting out their positions, no one really knows what's going on, everything's ranging. Remember, markets range 70% of the time, so we're only picking the markets that are trending right now, that fit our rules. Because if you only do 5 trades a week, but you win all 5 trades, you're going to make more money than doing 20 trades and winning 5, because, you know, all your losing trades are going to wipe out all your winners. Just because you've gone, I'll just do it anyway because I think of this. But we want confirmations, like we want at least 4 or 5 confirmations that I do personally before I make a trade. So yeah, so I would have walked away from Bollinger Bounce. Now the pip runner, this is where things could get sexy. This is where it gets a bit spicy, I must say. I don't know why I did that, and go back in. So for the pip runner, my rules are, the high time frame is the 4 hour, because now we're trading off the 15 minute. So let me go on to the pip runner strategies. We're on a 15-minute chart. And what I also like to do is I like to add my Fibonacci pivots. You know I like the Fibonacci pivots. It makes things clean and easy to see. I understand where my daily pivot point is. Things could get sexy. So it's saying here we are in we should be going short, because that's what Smartcharts are saying. You know, it's at the daily pivot point, but I would still walk away, because if you look at the 4-hour time frame, it is closed. So the same rules apply, regardless of how amazing the setup looks. If you think, oh well, it's got near the daily pivot, it could bounce off and go to the S1 really quickly, but you don't know that. We want confirmation. If the mouth is closed, we're walking away. This one has potential. The green line is below, clearly below both lines. It's opened up. So we've got confirmation of a downtrend. They're not touching, they're not crossing, they're all open. We go, okay, that's confirmation 1. Smartcharts are saying it's a short, so that's confirmation 2. We've got the 50 above the 20, that's confirmation 3. And as we look at the pivot point, we are at a main support line. So we're looking at support line, we're looking, as soon as it breaks the support line, we can say it's going to ride to the downside. Where's it going to go? You know, sometimes you get take profits are like way down here below, but this take profit is in a normal area. It's just past the S2 line. You will get some consolidation here, but if the downtrend continues, we can be quite confident in where this is going. And if you zoom out, it is a downwards trend. So if I was to put this trade on, you know, I'm looking to make £74, and it will probably take about a day for this to fulfill, which is great. And also what you want to look for is, where is your stop loss? Because sometimes it'd be a great short, but your stop loss might be in a kind of a risky area. You kind of want your stop loss to be, preferably, I would like to have my stop loss above the daily pivot, just to have that extra comfort. So if I was to do this, if I move my stop loss up here, you know, just above, to give myself an extra barrier, you are going to be having a worse reward to risk. But again, it's more secure. And if all your other signals are saying yes, it's a short, and it makes sense to you, I would advise you to let me just sort my charts out again, to do that, because you do get extra security. You do make less. You are making less, but again, you're safe. I mean, if you didn't want to go to that extreme, you could just go above that 50 exponential moving average, you know, just because it's probably going to bounce off the 20, and it's probably going to bounce off the 50. If it goes past that, you're screwed anyway. The markets have just changed on you. That's just one thing you have to accept with trading. But if you wanted that extra cushion, you could move your stop loss just higher above the exponential moving averages, just to give yourself the extra bit of security, and give the market room to breathe before it hits your take profit. Obviously, your take profit's now going down to 62, so you're taking a £10 less than what you would do if you did the normal 1-to-1. But again, this is a way of just giving you extra security. So that's how I would do the pip runner. Again, as I said, you're just going to work through the list, and if the mouth is closed, you're not going to do anything. It's saying we're going to buy, the mouth is closed, no, walk away. But the whole time you have a list. You have a list of when the news is coming out. So if any of these currencies have news coming out, avoid it, depending what that news is. If it's high impact, just avoid it. This is saying, is a good example. Look, we are easy in a downwards trend. If you look at the 4-hour, we've got phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2. We're now at the beginning of phase 1. You can see that on the pivot chart. So the alligator indicator on the 4-hour, the chart above, is in a definite downwards trend. You can see the mouth open. It's broken below that 200 exponential moving average, and if you don't know that, the 200 exponential moving average on a 4-hour chart is super powerful, because look how well it's respected. It's broken it, it stayed below it, it went up, it closed below, and now we're on downwards again. So we got the 4-hour chart confirming it is a downwards trend with the alligator indicator. Smartcharts are saying you should be doing a short. We've also got the 50 above the 20, which is another confirmation. And then we are at a major support line, which has been broken. As if it breaks this line, it's going to continue to downwards trend. And as you can see, it's been triggered, and it's probably going to go down there anyway, so that'd be a good one to watch. That is the Euro Swiss. I don't really like Euro Swiss because they tend to just go horribly wrong for me. But I found by doing this, I have got 4 or more confirmations that that trend is going to go in that direction, then I'm a lot more comfortable placing these trades. But yeah, so that is basically, guys, what I do. Let me just close the screen recording. So guys, that is basically what I do. I find what is happening on the higher time frame. So if I'm trading a daily, if I really want to go with what's the trend of that currency pair, I'll go to the weekly. And also what I like to do is put the, oh shit, I haven't showed you that yet. Let me get back onto this, right? Let me get back onto this. I've made a mistake. Let me save this and call it video 1. Video 1, my bad, I got too carried away. I forgot about the Ichimoku cloud, or whatever it is. So I'll go back to where that short is on the 180 phase change that we found earlier. And what I'll do, I'll bring up that cloud and we will see what is going on. So let me do the screen recording once again. Okay, we are in panic over. So, right, let me find the 180 phase changer. It's on one of these. I think it's a US dollar yen. Yep, let me. Are you okay? Focus. Oh, thank God. Generally, you died. Shit. Okay, that was scary. Everything's okay. Battery's getting low, so I need to do this super quick. Right, let me get rid of this. We don't need that. We're on the daily. My battery might die. This is scary. Right, with confirmation on this, what I would like to do is then go onto my chart patterns, look for the Ichimoku cloud or whatever. We can see that the price is below the cloud, so that is a further confirmation that this is a downwards trend. So that's what you can do to back up where the market is, where the price is in the market, and what direction it's heading in. I need to go because I have a flashing battery sign on this, and I think I've almost broke my camera anyway. Good news, I have created a group. I know you guys have said you want me to create a group for this channel so we can all talk about it, learn, share ideas, strategies, help each other out, and be super awesome. So there are some questions in there. Answer those questions, so I want to know where you are on your trading journey and how we can all help each other, which is, it's going to be amazing. So again, follow my Instagram so you keep up to date with everything that I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and I work through my processes. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Thank you very much. Give it a like, subscribe. You're legends.